Yeah, Boo? Yeah, he's right here. You can ask him.
Okay. We're watching football. The Titans just won.
Sean Payton is going to ride Zach Wilson the rest of the way, and Tiki certainly doing a talk radio show in New York City. You've talked a lot about Zach Wilson over the last few years.
Oh, yes. A lot of comments, positive and some negative, about Zach Wilson over the years. And it really comes down to decisions that he makes. When he has the ball in his hands and he's under pressure, like in this case, this is free, so it's easier decision to get rid of the football. But we saw it earlier in the game. We had a terrible decision to try to flip that one out to Kroll, and it was almost intercepted. If it would have been, it probably would have looked back for a pick six. So making the right decisions is something he really needs to work on. And Sean Payton, when we chatted with him, he believes he can fix that in him.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 87. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That goes against David Sills, the fifth-year wideout.
Yeah, that's David Sills blocking downfield before the ball is released. The timing is just a little bit off on that screen. You can tell because the running back, Blake Watson, was out in no man's land all by himself. The timing was not right on that one.
And Tiki, you're absolutely right on Zach Wilson. And the tough thing for him is you get drafted so high, and the Jets are thrust into that starting lineup, but it doesn't go well. And you get Aaron Rodgers, and you're like, all right, I'm going to take a back seat. And next thing you know, he's thrusted back into the lineup. I think it was so important, what you said, Catalano. Sean Payton said, I just want you to fall in love with the game of football again. And being an athlete and hearing so much of what Tiki's saying on the radio and everybody in the media, it's tough sometimes to ignore the noise without listening to it.
Yeah, but you got to ignore the noise. You can't listen to the opinion of other people. You have to listen to the opinion of your teammates, more importantly, of your coaches, and grow that way. It becomes too difficult to try to be what the fan wants you to be. You have to be what your team needs you to be.
Second down at 20 for Wilson. Dancing around the pocket, now on the move. We've seen this before. It works well for him. Nice job turning it upfield at the end. Zach Wilson close to a first down.
Yeah, it looks like he got it. You know, he gets pressure right away, Zach Wilson. So he knows that none of these routes are going to come open for him to find. So he sees a void and just gets on his horse a little bit. Or I guess I should say Bronco. Gets on his Bronco a little bit into the open field. At the end, instead of going out of bounds, you put your shoulder down and go get it first.
A 21-yard run. That's the longest play of the day by either team. Here's Blake Watson, undrafted rookie out of Memphis, up the middle for a gain of 2. So some new faces for the Broncos this year. We've been talking about Zach Wilson acquired in a trade with the Jets. Josh Reynolds signed from Detroit. Big things expected from him. A couple of trades with the Jets. This one for John Franklin Myers and Brandon Jones, free agent from Miami, who they brought in to be the starting safety. He has not played in the first 2 preseason games because of a hamstring injury. But, Jason, you were his teammate in Miami and know him well.
Yes, they expected him to see him maybe get a few snaps today in this final preseason game. And Brandon Jones of Miami was a guy that gets out of bounds. Like Brandon Jones, when you're coming into a new situation, you got to learn a new defense. And at that safety position, you got to learn how to communicate within that defense. And Sills right here, this is just a really good job at the top of the route, going against the rookie Elijah Jones. A slight push-off that receivers do really well. You know, I'm a DB, I'm going to mention it, but does it really well, gets open, and makes a really nice catch.
Yeah, I got to give a little love to my former teammate, Amani Toomer. He was the best at that. So I'm pushing you away from me, and I'm going to get separation. Simple dig route, right on time by Zach Wilson. The reason that play worked, though, is because the protection was available for him. He didn't feel rushed.
Elijah Jones, the rookie out of Boston College, a 3rd-round pick, slowly walks off the field and will be looked at by the Arizona training staff. Blue medical tent coming up, and Jones is going to get in there.
I wonder how hot it is in that mobile film. It's like a greenhouse, maybe.
It is a warm day here in Denver.
It's hot in the booth, so I imagine it's not that right too.
91 degrees right now. Wilson, good protection by the offensive line. Now load up and fire. Pitch to Nate Atkins. That was a seed from Zach Wilson in the first half for the Broncos.
Just a really good job by Zach Wilson right there. He wants a double move on the left side of the field. You're going to see him look there. He pump fakes. It's not open. He doesn't like it. Goes to the middle. Works himself all the way across the field and comes all the way back to the right sideline and is able to make the completion to his tight end Atkins. That's just a really good job of him understanding the offense and understanding his progression to get there.
Here's Watson. Inside the 20, and you saw Nate Atkins lined up at fullback on that last play. He's been playing there a little bit more, a tight end by nature, but yeah, can play some fullback and maybe putting fullback Michael Burton's job in jeopardy.
Now, you mentioned Michael Burton, a former Rutgers guy like Jason over here. He's been a fullback in the league for a decade now. It's very rare you see him on teams because it's too hard to populate the roster if you have a pure fullback that's only doing fullback stuff. So Nate Atkins is big ass to learn it. It's a different mentality, obviously, to go bang the linebacker.
Wilson firing. He's got Sills at the 6 and Sills down inside the 5. Darren Hall on the tackle. Zach Wilson, they've been moving the pocket. He's looked pretty good. 14.
Good job, to your point, Andrew, of getting outside the pocket. And Sills doing a good job of coming all the way across the field. His first option was taking away a short route, and he's able to go to that second level. Really good job by Zach Wilson so far in this drive.
Another injured Cardinals defensive back. This time it's Tavon Wilson who's down on a knee. Wilson, a first-year corner out of Central Florida, appeared in 2 games last year with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals have a battle going on at the quarterback position as well. Sean Murphy-Bunting coming over from Tennessee. He's the guy that we're going to think is going to secure one side of the field. On the other side of the field, you have the rookie they drafted, another Rutgers guy, and Max Melton, who's shown well. But then they also have Starlin Thomas, who's done well, and Keytrell Park has performed really good in this preseason and shown and trying to give these guys a reason to keep them not only playing on the outside, but playing in the slot as well.
I don't think Rutgers has ever been mentioned this much in a broadcast. Still in the second quarter. Watson up the middle. After the 2. Tyreek Maddox Williams out of the stop. And they're going to go quickly to the line. 9th play of the drive. So movement up front. TJ Carter came across for Arizona. Let's see if he was drawn offside.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 94. After this to the goal. Second down.
Carter re-signed with the Cardinals this past Tuesday in the second stint in Arizona.
Tyler didn't think that was a hard count. He just saw, you know what it is? Sometimes as a D tackle, you're looking for the movement of the offensive lineman in front of you. You see Zach Wilson stick his leg back. That triggers.
Hand up to Watson. He's not going to get there. Good pressure by Marcus Bailey and Cameron Thomas.
Really good job by that front, shooting the gaps and making sure these goal line situations are so tough. As a defender, you're saying, hey, we got to get low and knock them back and not give them an opportunity to just walk into the end zone. We would always say, force them to have to throw the ball if they want to score on us down there.
Sills and Franklin are the wide receivers. 10th play of the drive, 3rd and goal. Wilson makes it. And he does not get in. Zach Wilson trying to turn it up and get it in the end zone. It's now going to be 4th and goal. And Sean Payton is keeping the offense on the field.
Of course, why not? Zach Wilson trying his hardest, but almost loses the ball going out of bounds. It doesn't quite get to the pylon.
Price and Maddox Williams on the tackle.
I don't love quarterbacks doing that.
Yeah.
I feel injury coming when you do that as a quarterback. Reaching your arms out first, but also exposing your head.
4th and goal. Wilson to the end zone. Atkins, but there is a flag down in the back of the end zone.
That's holding the Cardinals. This is tough to understand.
Defense number 26. The penalty decline results of the play. Touchdown.
And this is just the old knockdown. The running back is going to go cut the end. You've got to get him down on the ground so the quarterback has space to throw the ball. Fullback just leaks out to the flat. Nobody's taking it because it looks so much like run. It's an easy pitch and catch.
So Zach Wilson leads the Broncos to 6, and now the extra point from Will Lutz is good. Nate Atkins trying to get back on this roster. He played in 10 games a year ago, working at some fullback now this season. And he finds the end zone to put the Broncos up 14-0.
Change your mind about leaving behind. Bring your sweet loving, bring it all home to me.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
In every generation, there are those who question the status quo.
Come on, you can get down. Come on.
Why can't chicken be
Joe.
slow roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado lettuce salsa? The new era of chicken is here to stay. The Cantina Chicken Menu. Only at Taco Bell.
This mountain has its own way of sorting out who is worthy. $1 million shared by the few who make it to the top.
There is strategy going in.
Blood,
Don't you even know something like that?
sweat. No one is safe.
We can steal someone's money by voting someone out. I'll be the first one to push you off that ballot.
The Summit. A special sneak peek of the premiere episode September 29th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
As fans, you always show up big.
Now, it's time to show up just as big for our country.
And that starts with registering to vote.
The average time to register is literally 2 minutes. Let's get it.
On that drive, Zach Wilson, 57 yards passing, a touchdown, also 21 yards rushing. And you see the man in the hat with the beard, that's Davis Webb, the quarterback's coach for the Denver Broncos. And Sean Payton is very high on the former NFL QB. He said they had a 4-hour interview in the offseason. And as soon as Davis got in the car to go to the airport after it was done, Payton's like, why am I letting this guy leave? He actually called the driver and said, come back. And he offered Davis Webb the job on the spot. He thinks that this guy, Webb, will be an offensive coordinator, maybe a head coach someday. And certainly the way that Webb will work with Bo Nix and the other quarterbacks is a big part of this
Come on,
Broncos.
Pepper, get down.
You
Come on.
see him right there sitting right next to Zach Wilson on the bench. He'll be in the ear of Bo Nix all throughout the game. And the one thing he said during that interview, he had all of his game
God, I
plans
get
from
tired
high
of
school
this
all
shit.
the way
I
to
really
college and the NFL.
I wish you
Davis
just
Webb went right
never
from
came in
throwing
this
touchdown passes, being involved every day, into coaching and taking, those are two totally different lifestyles.
It's a different work. It takes a different work ethic. You're there all night sometimes. But he's only 29 years old. The other thing that Sean mentioned, which I thought was pertinent, is that it feels like he's a peer in that quarterback room. And that's important, I think, especially with some young quarterbacks that are going to get a lot of playing time this year.
So with that kickoff down in the end zone, they take the ball out to the 30-yard line. Here's Jones behind the line of scrimmage. And the first to emerge from the pile is Reese Taylor, the first-year corner out of Purdue.
He said it, Andrew. Ball kicked into the end zone, so it goes to the 30-yard line. There's no dynamic kickoff. Everybody's still getting used to it, figuring it out, where the ball lands, where exactly it goes. Ball kicked in the end zone or through a touchback. Ball goes back to the 30.
Pressure's coming by Ingram. Tune escapes, throws deep on the run, looking for Weaver. He's got it. Xavier Weaver, the undrafted rookie from Colorado, goes for 43 yards.
That's a good job right there. Go ahead. Yeah, I was going to say, it's a great job. You know, Ingram coming untouched off the edge. So Clayton Tune's got to escape immediately and make this go on the run. You could be critical and say, keep him running, he might score a touchdown, but great timing to get that thing right where it needed to be.
Weaver played for Deion Sanders just down the road in Boulder and now trying to make the Cardinals roster. As Jones pushes forward. You go back to the kickoff, though, Jason, and there was a lot of discussion. The NFL told us about whether to put the kickoff that goes into the end zone at the 35 or the 30. They decided on the 30. You may have some teams, just see a look at the changes, that just decide to kick it through the end zone and give the opposition the ball at the 30. We haven't seen a lot in the preseason. Teams have been vanilla. What will they do when the regular season starts?
And that's going to be the thing that we're all looking for because the preseason is so different. You want to return kicks. You want to see who can block, who can get off a block on the kickoff team. Do they change that? Because where the ball comes back, if it's all about the same and it's going to come between the 25 and 30-yard line, whether it's a return or a touchback, teams may say, you know what, why try to figure this thing out right away and give up a few home run plays? Let's just kick it through the end zone, put our defense out there and play football.
You know, one of the things that was interesting in the preseason stats that we've seen, comparing against last year, obviously the amount of returns has increased dramatically, 50 or so points. But it was the average start position only moved up 2 or 3 yards. So it wasn't a lot. It was creating a play.
Seconds after the play. Please put 25 seconds on the game clock or the play clock and the start on my ready.
Tiki, to your point, though, I had Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, say, you think about the bottom thing here. If you're starting at the 29, okay, and you get 8 yards and you got a 4th down, you're maybe a little closer to thinking about going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Those 3 extra yards
No.
difference in terms of when you decide to start going for it.
It could, but I think in our minds, we thought, once this
Mine would already have it.
once it becomes like this scrimmage play, you're going to see some misdirection. You're going to see some.
I ain't heard nothing yet.
You're going to see a lot of different things. That may be what Jason Taylor, special teams coaches are going to do.
I'm watching CBS right now on regular antenna.
I'm looking at a 3rd down and 6.
But the football game's on.
2 to Weaver again. A beautiful route on the
And
outside.
Travis, he's down there.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Green on the coverage.
Great timing on this throw.
He needed him to bring the gap shot down so he
Deep
could
out
move
the
the yard.
yard here. Clayton Tune lets his ball.
Travis
right
probably
on
watching
that.
the kid.
And it gets to right where it needed to be. That takes a lot of repetition to throw that ball exactly where it needed to be without even.
Oh, Ronnie, I ain't heard nothing about it yet.
He was in Hopkins class year on training camp. Drew Penson in the
I mean, there's no emergency. Yeah, I ain't seen nothing.
team members, we also get a nice discount.
That's right. AARP members receive a 5% discount. Make the switch now to the most awarded brand by J.D. Power. New customers save $50 when you sign up today. Call 1-800-381-2297 or visit consumercellular.com to switch today.
Because Russia now is threatening. Because we're sending Ukraine on F-16.
This was really as high profile as any crypto company had ever
You know.
been.
They were the story in the crypto industry. And the market just exploded. And he was, you might say, the poster boy for the entire industry.
Joining me now is Sam Bankman-Fried. He's the CEO of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX.
may have seen their ad TV
I know,
occasionally. FTX is the safest and easiest way to buy and sell crypto. It's the best way to get
That's why I shot a
Talking
bunch
about
of
what's going on with Sam
Israel.
Bankman-Fried. Just the last 5
Israel
years, Sam Bankman-Fried
went
went
over and took care of
from
it.
his first Bitcoin
No,
to
took care of
becoming a multi-billionaire.
Took care of the big
Called
one.
the JP Morgan
Most rocket.
of crypto, right? We
Yeah, they
deified
bought
so
the
many
hell.
people in this industry. That's not how real life works.
Sam Bankman-Fried created his own token. He
Yep.
gambled it. He traded it. He also tried to pay
Well,
out.
okay.
I don't understand that whole, I learned around the mom's house, but then I learned how many
Sounds like our brother.
Today's coverage has been brought to you by
Yeah, she could have
BMW, the ultimate.
She has the power. I don't think she's gonna make it.
Why would someone shoot Michael?
Now they're all
Any sense?
Democrats are all riled up about JFK
To be truthful,
switching the line.
I didn't
Yeah,
deal
even
directly
his-
with him that much.
Even
but
his
Will
wife's
did.
Good
pissed.
kid. Followed through on everything.
Why? I mean, the party is a dead
Great with
party.
detail. Excuse me. We'll be leaving in a minute. Thank you.
Don't worry. It's not what it.
Did he work on any sensitive classified issues?
No, mostly he just worked with constituents from the state who have requests or problems.
Will you access his office computer and files?
Absolutely.
Well, the Dems
Will,
wouldn't let him
would you
on the
please call
ballot.
Jennifer? May I
He
ask,
said,
do
fuck
you
you,
have
I'm
any
going to vote for
suspects?
Trump.
We do.
And
You
he's
know,
gonna
Michael
bring a
Elliott
lot, he's gonna
Any
bring
connection
that
to a man named Nickelodeon?
19%.
The private
Probably.
investigator. Oh, come on, you're not serious. I mean, no, there's no way that an
Because what's his
intelligent
name
young
was
man like
talking
Michael
about some
Elliott
of
would
the
have
stuff
anything
Trump
to do with such a disreputable.
Kennedy.
Thousands of contestants.
So,
100 million so far this year?
You're pretty low.
Do I need to bring anything home?
Cyber World. One
I
where
can
he
think
says
of it.
volunteer editors don't like punishment.
Nothing I can think of it.
Bet you thought only the characters in.
Oh, I'm thinking about getting some carrots and making maybe a.
The
I got an egg roll.
CES is sponsored
I don't know
by
what to do with it yet.
Get more with Geico.
I don't know if my roast
Susie
sounds good or if I should do something.
Be a sub and by.
Well, how about
Who reminds you to drink responsibly.
homemade pot roast? Yeah.
Welcome back
Carrots
to Empower Field.
celery,
Mile High, where the score remains 14-0.
seeds,
Broncos are joined now
Oh,
by
yeah, that's
Cardinals
good.
running back James Conner. You're entering your 8th season, 4th with the
I
Cardinals,
think I'll make
and
that
a
deal
first
back
week
with
last year.
carrots before I leave. Bakery was gone. I'm gonna have to order that cake tomorrow.
What now?
So I'm gonna have to order my cake tomorrow for Travis's birthday because the bakery was gone by the time I got here.
Oh.
So I think after I get done volunteering tomorrow, I will come home and come by here on the way home and order this cake. Probably pick out the pan for this Wednesday, so I know ice cream's on sale. And they have enough ice cream up there for the melon.
Yeah.
So I'm put up to bed, I got enough just to do the party.
Oh, yeah.
All these people pay the fine. God, I don't get up. My hips hurt. And everything else ain't hurt, but my dang hips giving me hell today. And my foot. Now, this what it is. I'll get lunch break about 8. I've already done sandwich in my 15 minutes. So I had to I'll take my bedroom down.
Yeah.
It was dead yesterday, and I got here, this bit, the place was lined up, packed out. I'm like, why? It's Sunday, go home. Next weekend I get off, we want to get that check, I want to get the plugs, wires down the car.
Yeah.
And see if we can get somebody to that belt. I'll be getting one if I should just take it down to the dealership, have them do it.
No, they'll charge you too much.
No,
No, that's why I want to take it over there. They've been there for years, Mom. That's no fly by night. Let's have one right across the street. It used to be a bank, driving bank up there.
Remarkable model. Resistance collapsed in the war scene. The only problem was we captured the North Korean army and escaped to China.
I think this
Rather than seemed to be the problem of the day.
You can say he's been in business for a long time. Well, people that screw people don't last long. Don't worry, we'll get it. New plugs, new wires, new belt, oil change and brakes. That should run us about $300-400.
Yeah.
That's all right. It needs that belt needs to be replaced. It's been on there since that car's new.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't want, I just want to pay it off. You ever think big size is paid off? Because right now, I don't think it's a good idea to go back in debt for nothing.
No, it's not. And the income tax money, I'm gonna see if we can get us a second vehicle we can rely on in case something happens with that.
Yeah, we do need another one.
So just buy something down $3,000-4,000. Get a good used vehicle. I'd like to get a small pickup truck. That's what I'd like to get, an automatic 4-cylinder pickup truck.
Yeah.
Good on gas mileage. I don't need it to, I don't haul heavy shitter. I just need it enough to haul a gas tank or propane tank and, other things.
Insurance required if I have to.
What, honey?
I get to and from work if I have to.
Yeah.
Water insurance is cheaper when we have 2 vehicles on it.
Yeah, I could never understand that.
Me either.
I definitely,
Go ahead.
I definitely want to try and get a different bank.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with that one. I don't know. And everybody says that Tennessee Valley is a good one, but I just wonder what Daniel and Stephanie couldn't get it. Or account there.
Yeah, that is strange.
Especially, look at this. We've had an account bank got for years.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. Since we started at the paper company.
Yeah. Travis was a baby.
That was, well, before that, I had the paper.
Oh, yeah, you were working before Travis.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I started working in paper company 2005.
So, yeah, we've been almost 20 years. We've had maybe 20 over years, we've had a banking account.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe it's because Daniel owes so much.
It may be, he wasn't working it. I don't know, the credit union's different than a regular bank.
They're different than a regular bank. Yeah.
You need to hold a certain balance.
And we'll see. I don't know what banks to use that is close by.
I don't either.
in that Southern Heritage Bank, it looks like it never got anybody in it.
I know, it's always empty. There's really not another bank over here. What about that up there in Polk County? Right up the road from the house?
Yeah, it's that one. Well, that's Southern Heritage too.
No, it's something else.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's some of them weird ones. I might have to go up there and see if they offer, go in there and try to
Yeah,
come see.
check it out. See, if everything gets deposited directly, except like my Indian money and whatever else comes our way.
Yeah. I like to keep one that's open at least a half a day on Saturday. That does help.
Yeah. All I know is I got to get a hold of them Monday. You're off Monday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and
I got an appointment on the 29th. Just remember that. For Doolin.
get Travis's birthday.
Huh? Well, that's Travis's birthday. That's right. I knew something coming up. Mine's on the 3rd next
Oh,
month.
I got go by see my. What time on the 3rd?
At 9:15.
Okay, I should be back by then because I gotta run and talk to my, you know what, and then I'll have to probably about. Lord, it's gonna get it close. Where's your appointment at?
At my doctor's
Okay.
over there. You know, my regular doctor I go see.
All right, I'll have to look and see what my time I gotta be over there, and hopefully that's gonna be at 8:30 because they never get out there and till almost 9. Oh, got all this stuff to juggle and not enough time, but I'll be glad this is over with. That way I have to deal with it no more.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta do something on the 29th. I'm not sure what it is. I have to look. I think it's one of them stupid classes they want me to take.
Yeah.
They're gonna do one on the 28th. They gotta go to that new store and do one on the 28th. It's when I'm supposed to be here, but I gotta be there.
Yeah.
And I get done there, I come here. So I don't know how they're gonna do that pay wise. That's not free. I come out here to order cake. She's here. I'll talk to her.
Did you ever get a hold? Did you ever get a hold of that Social Security guy you were supposed to get a hold of?
Yeah, that's why I talked to the other morning.
Oh.
He talked to me here got up.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a customer. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. What can I get for you? Oh. Thank you. What can I get for you? You need fuel? All right.
A love lost between the two of them, as we've already seen here in the first half.
That would have been a coach's challenge. Now turnover on downs, automatic.
Chiropractor should have a physical therapy visit. So we coordinate that all in one practice.
What would you do if you knew you had less than 8 minutes to
Station a little quicker than we had planned, so that's one modification. That will be done via ground commanding, and then there'll be some time tagged events that in the flight software they'll execute. There are a few items in the cockpit that have to be configured a little differently. Obviously, if you had a crew on board, some of the life support systems will be configured just like we did.
So now we're counting down the top 5 places in the
Okay.
U.S. to visit during fall. So
I love you.
grab your
All right,
pumpkin
bye-bye.
spice lattes and your favorite flannel. It's about to get cozy up in here. Number 5 is Santa Fe, New Mexico. Fall temps are usually in the low 60s to high 70s, and the clear air makes the aspens turn gold. This place is basically a Bob Ross painting come to life. Plus, the crowds are smaller in the summer, so you won't have to worry about some random dude standing in front of your camera. And low-key, October is known as Santa Fe's secret season. Number 4, Portland, Oregon. With over 1.4 million trees, the color in Portland is popping in the fall. You can hike through the trees or hit the Japanese garden where the maples turn so red your Instagram followers will accuse you of having an unhealthy relationship with Photoshop. Number 3, Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, where the colors are beautiful and every leaf has an accent. You can do some quality leaf peeping at Boston Common, the Esplanade, and Beacon Hill. Peak time, late September to late October. But don't worry, sometimes the leaves hang around until November, like that one house guest that doesn't quite get the hint. Number 2, Burlington, Vermont. In Vermont, the trees don't just change color, they throw a full-blown rave. We're talking reds, oranges, yellows. It's like the trees are saying, you think summer was fun? Hold my cider. The show starts in late September in the higher elevations and cascades down through October. You can hike, drive, or pretend you're training for a marathon on the 8-mile bike path along the shore, just without the whole running part. And number 1, Asheville, North Carolina. The Blue Ridge Mountains are basically the Taylor Swift of fall foliage. Everyone else just trying to keep up. With one of the longest and most vibrant fall color seasons in the world, Asheville's leaves start the red carpet walk in late September and keep flaunting their colors all the way into early November. It's like the Met Gala of nature. And that's your Fox Weather Fast 5. Now go out and plan your fall adventures before all those beautiful leaves end up in your yard and you have to spend the weekend raking them. Until next time, stay weird, weather. That tropical rain keeps coming down in Hawaii thanks to Hone. This was shot by our team, Robert Ray and company. I believe our team member Jared Mahoney got that footage there on the Big Island, which is seeing the vast majority of the biggest of the impacts. This is what Hone is doing right now. At least as of the 2 p.m. advisory, 85-mile-per-hour winds moving west at 8 miles per hour. You see some slices from the radar missing. That's because the radar beam's being impacted by the high terrain on the Big Island, with the highest peak being 13,000 feet. That interrupts the radar beam as it sweeps across, and so we are missing a little bit of data there, but that's okay. It's easy to fill in the story as there's rain and spots heavy rain. It's not just the rain, though. It's also the wind that's going to continue to die out and weaken as the storm continues to push further west. By the way, Hone just passed south of the southern tip of the Big Island by about 45 miles. That was earlier today, and so it's going to continue.
Who won that game?
Just out there, and the wind will weaken as it does so. So this high surf advisory all you do tonight. Speed surf up to 14 feet.
Huh?
Eastern
Checking the weather.
portions of the island, and those rain totals as of now they're high. I mean, we're talking over a foot in every location here, getting close to 16